Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And today we're just going to do a quick look at Tombstone and the parts, the concepts of it, the themes of it that I really enjoyed. And the first theme that I really enjoyed is the importance of family. Now, while these families don't all survive the movie, there's obviously spoilers here, they do a lot better than the outlaws. They do a lot better than those who choose to bring destruction. And so I love that that's the theme of that. But it's not without cost. And so many times in films these days, they're making it all comfortable, right? They make it all just, like the heroes can win and they don't have to sacrifice anything because we all want to go home happy. And yet we all know that you die someday, right? So why not during a heroic act? What better way to check out? There's the themes of, staying true to your love and trying to discover what your love is. Now, in this movie, they play up that Wyatt Earp, played by Kurt Russell, is married to a woman, Maddie. And Maddie actually used to be one of Wyatt's working girls. Yes, he was a pimp for a while, and probably didn't wear a ridiculous hat and all that. But he ends up marrying her, and unfortunately, she ends up with what is believed to be a brain tumor, and gets hooked on laudanum, which is an opiate derivative, I guess, and that kind of breaks up their marriage because she doesn't want what he wants, right? He's the kind of guy who has at his heart, he's a spirited man and he wants to have a good time in life, but because he's convinced himself he doesn't want to, that he just wants to settle down and live a normal life, he's actually shut off that part of his brain. But we see little snippets of it throughout the movie, where he has these little shots where he's going to take action, he's going to do something bold, he's going to do something brazen, even though what he's saying is, hey, I don't want to be a lawman, I just want to settle down and be who I want to be. Of course, there's the evil temptress catching his eye. There are numerous examples of how friendship is important, and while it will not make you bulletproof, it does give you some measure of comfort and assurance that you are going to be able to survive trials and tribulations. And also, there is no honor among thieves is the saying, but really we have so many stories of bad guys, as it were, who will turn in their leaders to get a lesser sentence or whatever, right? Like they'll just turn them over. They'll snitch, right? Snitches get riches. And so this movie does speak to that a little bit, about how the bad guys kind of fall apart when they get hit with a whole bunch of adversity, whereas the families will stick together even though it costs them dearly. It costs them lives. It costs them injuries, and permanent ones, not ones that are fleeting like there are in so many films today. It's another reason I really like Tombstone, is that there's a permanence to the decisions, right? It's not just a fleeting moment to make you feel like, I'm a good person or whatever. You actually, this is going to cost them. And that's always tough. It's always tough when you see the heroes losing. And especially when you can't see why they're losing at that moment. And we know, of course, like I say, people die. There's loss of brothers, there's loss of friends, there's loss of innocence throughout the film. But the one thing that remains is the rule of law. The rule of law is always there, and that's what everybody goes to. Even the cowboys, the bad guys, they even go get deputized, right? Because they know that law really is the only future, and it's the only way to exact pure revenge and true revenge. So, for my part, Tombstone is about helping those who cannot help themselves, standing up for the right, standing up for the victims, standing with your family and making the best choice possible. And to all you kids out there, I'm going to say it, you've heard it a million times, whatever you do, don't ever do drugs.